look back on your bench, there's nobody to bring in.
But you know,
now you have players who can come in. By the time
George,
you bring them in, you know they're
remember
going to
that
add value to the
there's
team.
a player that Keshin, blessed memory, he was in the midfield at the time in South Africa. Can't remember his name now. I think it was Chan Eagles.
For Chan Eagles.
And he played really well. He held the midfield. That game that we rallied, was it against South Africa or Morocco? We were about 2 goals or 3 goals down, and the midfield maestro, I can't remember his name, but he played really well. Yeah. He's not in this team.
Yeah, there's so many players that are, you see, that is what we talk about, harnessing our talents. Let's not even go to the play Sunday Mba, that scored the goal for us, that made us win the Nations Cup. But even without that, what we need to do is harness our talents. Now we are doing well. We are forgetting the likes of Victor Osimhen.
The Arsenal player?
The Wolfsburg player.
Sorry.
Victor Osimhen
is on loan somewhere.
Yes. He is playing in Germany, and at the moment, we are not missing him. So the problem with our country is not that of not having the talent. The problem is, how do we harness the talents? Once we're able to harness these talents, then we can really
now,
get
about the chemistry in the team.
I guess we're going to have to go on
no, not yet. Just a minute more. We'll have a minute to go. There's this guy, the chemistry in the team. Yeah. I think I saw that because when Willem Troost made a mistake, false pass, we saw how he quickly apologized.
Recovered, yes.
So is that chemistry still coming back in the team now?
It's coming back, and beyond the chemistry coming back, if you look at the game, if you look at the...
I'm sorry, we can now go to that break, but we'll be back in a moment.
All right.
Don't go away. All right, we hope we'll have some minutes more to talk about some issues. Let's look at the fact that Raw had to bring in a goalkeeper trainer. So why didn't they see that, okay, why don't we give Ezenwa a chance rather than have Akpeyi there, although he was number 2?
Well, I think the CHAN qualifiers actually helped us because when Roa brought the new goalkeepers trainer, he was actually with the team in Kano when they played Republic of Benin first and then the return leg in Kano. And by the time they assessed the performance of this goalkeeper, they knew that Ikechukwu Ezenwa was good enough. And when they were called up in for these World Cup qualifiers, I mean, by every assessment from what we gathered in camp, the goalkeepers trainer advised Roa appropriately that it was better to go for Ezenwa. And I think it has paid off for the team because once you have a bad goalkeeper, it affects the chemistry of the team. So a goalkeeper must keep his team in the game. And I remember very well, Chamberlain, during the very first game against Zambia in Ndola, it was Kali Keme that kept us in that game because the first chances that the Zambians created and the way Kali Keme reacted, I mean, kept Eagles in the game until we scored the first goal, scored the second, then the Zambians started struggling. So if you don't have somebody good within the sticks, then you have a big problem.
Do we need a goalkeepers training academy?
We need a very good goalkeepers trainer. And I think I had quarrels with Aloyago the way he was going about it. But it's good now that Roa now took his destiny in his own hands, so to speak. And that was what Westerhoff did to get the result he got. Westerhoff never relied on his own ability alone. That was why he bought a Bromfrey Joe and so many other backroom staff. And in football, you need all the backroom staff because Roa cannot get everything right. It's good that we have a new goalkeepers trainer that is complementing the job of the technical advisor himself.
Well, that'll be good. We'd like to see that we'll finish up the job and 2 more matches.
2 more matches.
Algeria and Zambia.
Zambia here on October 7th.
Algeria away.
And then Algeria away. But I must tell you, there is no way we will not qualify for the World Cup. I can put my money on that.
Well, as fans, we like the optimism, but I know the players are professional, so they will always do what they need to do professionally so that the game can go on. But then, let me add one question about Nations Cup. Are we going to make it?
We will.
Even though we lost the first South game, Africa.
Yes, but we can still recover and come to look at it again. The more countries are going to the Nations Cup now, so I think the coast is clear for Nigeria to qualify.
But when more countries begin to go to the World Cup, are the standards going to drop or they will increase?
The standard would actually drop but it makes more people to come to the party. Because don't forget that, for instance, if you had not increased the Nations Cup to 16, you may not have seen a country like Cape Verde. But look at the kind of football that Cape Verde is playing. They surprised everybody at the last Nations Cup. So there are countries that ordinarily would not have qualified for the Nations Cup, but they are very good. So it's good that you are increasing it. It brings more money on the table, and it makes more countries to come and showcase what they have.
All right, and so that's where we draw the curtains today. We thank George Alo, sports editor of Sun Newspapers, for coming this morning. And yes, indeed, the results may not have been a win, but it's as good as it leaves us in the driving seat with 2 more matches to go for the World Cup. So we're hoping that we'll finish the job and be in Russia. That's the show today. Thank you all for watching. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
I am Gimba Umar. Thanks for watching.
Well done to the boys. Thank you. I'm Maokbe Ogun.